Hello, my name is Xenon Blast. I had an interesting idea for a video. I don't know how it's gonna go, but if it's up, it probably went decently. Or at least decently enough that I decided it was worthy of being up. Basically, I am at work right now. Pizza Hut. I drive delivery, in case it wasn't inherent, or it wasn't immediately obvious. The first thing you might notice is I don't really have anywhere good to put my phone, so it's just kind of sitting in the cup holders in my center console. But yeah, I just thought it might be an interesting idea to just, in case anyone was ever curious as to what it's like to deliver pizza. So this is what I'm doing. Hopefully my voice is carrying enough that that my phone is picking it up. I don't have any way to like put the phone up where you'd be able to see out the windshield. Otherwise I would. And I obviously don't have any other camera to do it with either. So, but the reason I'm doing this is because once I have my truck and I'm actually driving over the road, I plan on making videos like this. I'm going to get a proper camera that I can set up and have like hanging off the side of my seat or something, where I can actually record myself driving like I do in ATS, but with real life. So this is my first delve into that. Now obviously I'm not going to be recording my entire shift. My phone can only record 30-minute intervals anyway. And I'm not going to be able to record when I don't know where I'm going because I need to have the GPS up. So, you know, there's a bit of difficulty. But for the moment, I generally know where I'm going. I know how to get to the road that I'm delivering to. So I figured, why not record a little bit? I'm also not going to be recording inside the store because I'm not allowed to. I'm technically not supposed to have my phone out at all, and usually I don't, but sometimes when I'm back washing dishes, if I get a text, I'll check it or something. Or I should say, if I get a text or something, I'll check it. Just on the off chance it's, like, important. Like, my mom was just rushed to the hospital or something like that. You know, that's kind of something I want to know about. I'm just hoping my phone's not going to fall over, and then it's going to be just recording my stomach the whole time. So yeah, for those who didn't watch my automation video, where I tried to build a lookalike of my car, I drive a Chevrolet Impala. It's a 2003. So if you don't know what that looks like, you can look it up. If you do know what it looks like, congratulations. That's one of the most common cars, like, ever. I see them all the time, but what I don't tend to see is black ones, which is what I have. So it's still special. And besides, it's just like the old saying, there are many like it, but this one is mine. This is very much my car. I love my car. I wouldn't, like, now that I've experienced this Impala, I don't think any other Impala would ever feel exactly the same. Just because that's how I am. So yeah, I'm just trying to fill the space before I get to the exciting part, which is actually I should say I'm also not going to record me actually going up to the front door or anything, because, you know, this random guy getting his pizza probably isn't going to want to end up on YouTube. So my phone's going to be staying in the car, or the camera's going to be getting turned off, one of the two. Stopped at a red light right now, so I noticed a smudge in my glasses. There we go. It's weird. I only ever notice stuff like that when I'm driving. I could go all day with a smudge on my glasses. As soon as I get in my car, it's like, oh, get off of there. It's like, why? Why, brain? It's kind of hard to tell that I am trying to look at the camera when I look down. I gotta keep my eye on the windshield. don't know if it would have been obvious on the video, but was that shutter obvious? I have a little tiny bit of a transmission problem. It's very common with these Impalas. Actually, I'm pretty sure the part that causes the problem was used from 2000 to 2016. So, it's pretty common with just about every Impala. So that's brilliant. You can actually see some of what's going on outside. I'm actually about to drive past a DOT office. Delivered here before. That was interesting. It's always funny when I'm delivering to a business that they don't put business, like, we get these tickets that it has the receipt attached to it, but it also tells the driver where they're delivering to. And there's a section, or there's a way that you can have it put on the ticket what the place you're delivering to is. So, like, say, well, there was one I had that I was delivering to a truck driver who was parked at a Walmart. So, he put on the ticket blue semi in the parking lot, so I knew where to go. You know, but it's funny delivering to businesses that they don't put that on the ticket. And then I end up parking in the parking lot to call someone and try to figure out where they are. And it turns out I'm in the parking lot of the place I'm delivering to. I always find that funny. 2204 Swift Bluff. So this is the part, that's 2203, that's 2202. So I guess it's that house there then. This job gets really fun at night when you can't really see the addresses. Alright, I will be right back. I'll probably actually skip this part. I'm gonna get my pen out. I'll probably actually skip this part in the video. So, I'll be right back once I have delivered the pizza. And there we go. That's a pizza delivered. I mean, it's not really, you know, it's obviously not a difficult job, delivering pizza. I haven't worked in a couple days, so I'm a bit out of practice. You know, it's definitely a job anyone could do. I will say, though, if I have any viewers who are aspiring drivers and think this might be a good place to start, you're supposed to know how to do everything in the store, which, according to my mom and Bronco, was common knowledge, but I had no clue. It makes sense thinking about it, but I didn't know that. So, and I always talk with my hands like this, by the way, you just can't usually see it. So, basically, it probably took 5 different actual visits to the store over about a month period for me to actually get hired, just because the manager kept saying she would call me and then not calling me. So I kept having to take the initiative to actually drive back up there and say, hey, what's going on? Like, do I have the job or not? So I finally get the job, and then literally the day she hires me, she lets me know that I'm supposed to know how to do everything in the store. I'm supposed to be able to make pizzas, I'm supposed to be able to take orders, you know, all the various things. And I never wanted to work in food. I specifically said, in fact, when I was 14 years old, I said, when I have to get a job, I am not working in food. That was the one thing I really didn't want to do. I didn't really want to be a cashier either, but I'd rather do that than work in food. But I saw a chance for my first ever job to be a driving job, and I took it. You know, driver to the court, you know, if I never have a non-driving job in my life, I'd say I did a pretty good job. But we ended up being able to work something out where I pretty much only am expected to do dishes. If we're short on staff, I'll do other things, and I'm fine with that. Everyone basically knows that I don't do making pizza. I don't touch that area of things, and everybody knows that, and everyone's okay with that. I'll do whatever needs to be done. I might not be happy about it, but I'll do it. But my main responsibility when I'm not driving is washing dishes. And we definitely make plenty enough dishes for that to keep me busy. But I'm just putting this out there as a warning, because not every manager is going to be as friendly and, compromising as mine is. So, if you're, 17, 18, going to be looking for a job sometime soon and you have a car, delivering pizza is not the worst job in the world. It's easy to do, and for a first job, you make fairly decent money, especially if you still live with your parents and don't have many actual expenses. Like, yeah, I have to get gas every 2 days, but I make probably triple what I pay in gas. So, like, every day. Over a 2-day period, I probably make 3 times the amount of money that I spent on gas. So, if that's your only expense, or maybe it's gas and car insurance or something like that, or even if you have a car payment, it's a great first job. And hell, some of my coworkers are, if you're going to do more hours, you're going to get more pay. Some of my coworkers, one of my managers is, I don't like calling her old, but she admits she's old. She's probably, I'd say 60s or 70s. She's supporting herself fine with this job. I've got one fellow driver who's supporting a family. Like, it's not a bad job to have, and the benefits are good. Or so I've heard. I'm not really taking part in any of them because I don't need to. But I've heard the benefits are good. Just be aware that you're going to have to be able to work the various different jobs, basically. And it's not necessarily in the job description that you have to do that. So, that's my public service announcement for the day. Cannot talk. Haven't been able to talk all day. But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty fun job. Once you learn the routes, it's really nice. And if you're someone like me who likes helping people, it's really fun, like, especially delivering to a household that has small children, and just see the excitement you bring to some kids' faces when you show up with their pizza. My first day on the job, I was instantly regretting getting hired at a restaurant, because, like I said, I didn't want to work in food. My last delivery of the day, I delivered to, I don't know how big the actual family was, but the mother came out to get the pizza. She actually came outside and was waiting for me, and her little girl followed her out, and the little girl was just so excited for her pizza, and seeing the big smile on her face when they got the pizza, just like that's what made me want to stay, and that's why I've been here for 4 months now. So it's supposed to be, I guess it's going on 5 months at this point. It's November now. Yeesh. Like, this wasn't even supposed to be a summer job. This was supposed to be until I get my COP and can get hired by FedEx job. And now I've been here for almost half a year. So, as much as I dislike it, it's not that bad. It's an easy job to do. It feels like easy money if you like driving, because at least half the time you're doing what you like doing. You're basically just getting paid to drive around. Holy shit, what happened over there? Got 2 ambulances, a fire engine, and a police car, and a whole crowd of people standing outside. What the heck happened there? Wow. Alright then. So yeah, this video might not be the most exciting for some people, but I thought it was an interesting idea. I'll see how it ends up looking in editing later, and if I think it looks presentable and sounds presentable, I'll upload it. I wanted to start doing more of these real-life sort of driving videos. And like I said, maybe at some point I'll get a rig, like on my dashboard or something, where I can have my phone up on the dashboard and you can actually see out the windshield. And that'll make stuff like this easier, I don't know. But for the time being, this is what I gotta do. But I mean, I thought it sounded like a fun idea. When I was a kid, I would have loved it if I had a YouTuber I could watch that made videos like this. Just going about doing their job driving. So, this video is for the people out there that are like me when I was a few years younger. And before I got my license. So, I think that'll conclude this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I will catch you in the next one.